Good, y'all. What's up, Jason? Daniel, Big Daryl, Bitcoin Brian, Paulie Walnuts, DeHarma, Miles, Resh, Mo Man. What's good with y'all? So I might turn on the camera in a minute. I just woke up, man. So I'm looking kind of rough today, okay? I overslept second day in a row, man. That's why I didn't do crypto weather. So I said, I'll just do a live stream. I want to do something, something. So Tron, let's look at Bitcoin. Look at the charts for the first time. It's my first time looking at charts in the past couple of hours. So let's look at the daily. There's nothing to really see on Bitcoin. Sup, Dolphin? Yeah, stuff like that's happening. That's why anyway. I might just move this whole thing to just Steem, and just, I don't know, man. Bitcoin's holding up nice. Had a little scare right to the bottom of the cloud. Look at that. Cross, now we're bullish again. Be nice to take out these highs. I need to drink this coffee, man. Getting mic feedback. I don't know. Might be. Sometimes when I set the thing on certain places, like it might interfere with my phone or something. I'll move it to right here. Hopefully that's better. Stellar. XLM. I have some Stellar also. Stellar looking good. You're looking really good here. This is hourly. So let me take that back for a second. Yeah, this is still looking pretty good. This is similar to what Tron's doing. And pretty much what's up, Corey? Pretty much what I was calling for was, bump here, then you want to see it roll over and make a double bottom. There's a lot of interest in a lot of these because they didn't even come down here like they had been doing before. Remember when they were doing that here? And then they do it again, they roll over. They're showing a lot more strength. Did it here, but it didn't hold up. Well, that's not really the same. But this looks good. You want to see it good above the moving averages. It's just accumulate. And what I'm struggling with right now, do you like the new name, Dap Trevon? Maybe I can keep that one and I figure I need to change it to something that I don't need to, that I won't need to change it again. But what we've been seeing is basically an accumulation. Now this could drop one more time though. I've been calling for that, for the drop since, back here. It needs to bleed a little bit more. So this might be where it bleeds. I don't know. I'm thinking things are getting, I don't know. I just don't know about some of them, like Cardano. Like things are looking good in USD, but versus Bitcoin, they're looking, so it's like, what can I get? Can I really get excited? Because I could have just been holding Bitcoin. And that's the move I will definitely make, if I'm still involved in crypto, is I'm definitely getting all the way out of altcoins. But then you got to buy them back. So you put everything in the V chain. Was that stupid of me? No, I mean, everything though. That might have been stupid putting everything, but it might be the smartest thing you ever did too. All right, let's get the likes up so I can turn on the camera. Let's get those likes up. I'll turn the camera in a second here. Things are looking very good. If we do get a sell-off over the next few months, it's a buying opportunity. Yeah, I mean, this has just been straight accumulation. The one thing that I'm let's look at this. Let's look on the weekly chart. Some of these. So this one, what you could do is you could just wait for bullish. If you're using 1334, it could have been doing this thing the entire time, but just wait on bullish crosses on the weeklies. If there is, enough data, IOST, this is bearish. Even though the 13 is above the 34, this is bearish. But so a lot of times when the cross happens, it's time to do the opposite. So Tron, this is my favorite chart right now. This is Tron chart. I've said this many times, but I'm gonna say it again because I know it's always somebody that hasn't seen it. Got your bag of Neo? Yeah, I got my bag. Not much though. I mean, I had 1,000 Neo. This is another thing where I'm kind of wishing I would have just hodled because I had 1,000 Neo. Now, if I wouldn't have sold them, now of course I sold them at a very, very high price. Well, not very, very high price, but a way higher price than they are now. Maybe about $70 or something like that. I can't remember, but somewhere up there. It was a very smart move. But now I don't have my 1,000 Neo anymore. I have it's mixed up. I lost a lot of the value moving it around, doing stuff with whatever I sold it for, and I don't have the 1,000 Neo anymore. So I have Neo, but I don't have 1,000. And I could have bought back the 1,000, but that's one thing that I struggle with personally is I have a hard time buying back after I sell. Like even right now, Tron. I was selling all perfectly. I started selling on these days. I started selling heavy through here. And been selling pretty much ever since. I've been selling divs, whatever Tron I get. I don't not whatever Tron, but I have my holdings. But when I get extra Tron, I sell it, But I've stopped. But now I'm like, shit, well, what am I going to buy it with? I don't have anything to really buy it with. I have Bitcoin to buy it with, but I don't want to spend Bitcoin. But this chart looks really good. We got a cross. Last time we had a bearish cross. It signaled for the bottom and it accumulated to the side and it took off. So I'm thinking that we're going to accumulate to the side again while this cross is bearish and get it crossed back up. And I think the cross back up will happen when we're like right here. And then it is this major decision time. Like if we don't break this trend on Bitcoin versus Bitcoin, it's going to be really hard for me to, I don't know, like if we start coming back down here again, I'm gonna get really nervous if we move here, come up here, and then start falling back down again to here, and we don't break through. I'm gonna get really nervous, and I may dump my Tron. And it can happen versus Bitcoin. But I think things are mostly primed in the positive for Tron right now. It's fell down to number 12. Stellar and Cardano. Yeah. So is Neo mooning? Let's look at it. Also, I bought more into put some more in the bankroll last night. And my son did. Oh, caps lock. So yeah, I bought more into credits. You know, I'm trying to decide, do I roll or collect the divs and just eat off of this here? It'll be very great if Tron can, somehow go into a major bull run with bankroll credits. Neo, let's look at the day. Neo's looking good. This is what you want to see, man. This is what you want to see. It's so easy. Higher lows, motherfucking higher highs. It's in an uptrend. That's all it needs to make two higher lows. Well, one higher low and one higher high. That's all it needs to do. And hey, you're in an uptrend. Now keep it. So now it needs to, whenever it decides to pull back, it needs to make another higher low. If that happens, it needs to make another higher high. As long as it's making, and then the more of the higher lows it makes, when it does make a lower low, at least it'll still have a higher low somewhere back from here. So say then it starts rolling over and it drops to right here. It still made a higher low. As long as it doesn't drop below here, it's good, and it needs to tick back up and make another high. It needs to break this one. So yeah, Neo looks good versus Bitcoin. Let's look at, USD. I don't ever really look at that. Yeah. These things look really good, It's just kind of hard to pick what you want to profit in. It's like, because the USD looks a lot different. Well, not a lot different, but it's telling a different story. Y'all want to talk about no dApps, man? Nobody cares about dApps anymore? I guess not, man. I'm going to dApp review. Been using Brave browser. I like it. I'm so upset. I knew I should have, but I'm so upset that I didn't jump on. It earlier. 1 second. Let's talk about some dApps, man. I gotta keep the dApps alive, man. We all have to keep the dApps alive. You know why? Because we're invested in them. We're invested in the space, so I'm bad at, how I get down, lavalier mic, digging through stuff. We're all, I would like to guess that most of y'all are invested in dApps, right? Or at least in most of y'all have Tron. If dApps don't get popular, man, You can kiss that Tron and shit goodbye, man. That Tron, iOS, all that stuff. If it doesn't get popular, you know one thing I checked? IGG. Matter of fact, Anti will be the first what? Well, yeah, I have Anti, yeah. I root for Anti and then I root against it at the same time. I do think it's overpriced though, still. It had a nice move yesterday. Still having a little correction. Look like some of the order book kind of changed a little. It's going back down, getting thin again. The dApps aren't really fun. Yeah, we say that, and I'm like, well, what can make it fun? What will make it fun? I think peer-to-peer will, and I also think live action games, not just, I mean, like, maybe not Call of Duty, but, Trontopia decks. Yeah, man, I want to like Topia so much, man. I want to like what they got going on so much. I want to. But they're so late. Like, if y'all could have did this, months ago, if y'all would have done this months ago, you would have had a chance. But now, no, man. They're too late to the party. Nobody wants to play dice anymore. If I'm gonna play dice, I'm gonna play on iPlay because that's where I feel like I don't know. It just feels like it feels good playing on iPlay. But the whole dice thing is dead, man. Credits though. The daily on this, I was gonna mine, like, I was gonna just put a big sum in here, but every time I get ready to do it, I'm like, man, just buy the credits. Cause I understand the daily might be paying the daily supposedly is paying 1% a day, but there's no way for me to measure that. That's my little frustration with this is I can't tell. I mean, I could if I tried to, do the math, but I can't see what the return is for getting in the daily for me to buy it. People can say, oh, it's 1%. It's 1% a day, but is it? Is it going to be 1% a day 2 days from now? Is it going to be 0.01% a day in like 3 days? That's what I don't like about it. But it looks like it's consistently like, let's look at the history of the rounds. This is something that, I might give it a few days. Leaderboard history. So it's been 11 rounds, 96,000, 100,000, 100, 39, 100, 85, 200. So it's pretty consistent. Well, tickets, total players. Let's look at total players, 7,800. Because the total players on here are accurate because it's wallets. So one person isn't going to be managing no more than maybe 2 or 3 wallets. And it's gonna be a few. So 1,000 on the first, 200, and it drops. That's like it's still the earliest. There's no way around it, man. The only one that's not like that is credits. Like credits it's been going, so it's trying in it, and it has to go on. So you can't really be too late, you know. This is a hodl game. Like this is proof of weak hands without the price increasing and decreasing, and that's good enough, you know. That's basically what this is. Proof of weak hands without the price of the tokens going up and down. I got 134 with 6 in referrals. I'm not really getting any referrals on here, so it's pretty clear to see what I'm getting. This is from right after I put this in last night. I put 70K in last night. Let me check with the chat. I'm going to go hard on credits when you're trying to drop the price. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's been doing. So it might be, I don't think you might get a chance, but let's look. I think Tron is entering the accumulation phase. Let's look at the USD then. Maybe you're probably looking at USD. So yeah, it's not it's not doing what you want it to do. It's about to form a flag. But it could do this right here. Today was the day that it was gonna do it though. It goes up and it looks like it's about to go, and then on the third so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And on the third candle, crash. On the second, crash. But it hasn't gotten this far in a while. Like it's been on a nice little. This took a while. Yeah, bank teller does talk too much, but he's gonna be himself. I told him that he talks too much, but he's gonna always be like that. This is bank teller's problem, and what hurts his DApps is he wants people to just play the game, right? This is deep. He wants people to just play the game, but he won't shut up about the inner workings of it, So he kills his own agenda. Like, no, just play the game. But the so-and-so, because the so-and-so does the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and he started explaining to me how it works. So now I want to beat it. So how do I win? What's the smartest thing to do? So he needs to just shut up. That's my dude, though. Have you heard about Harmony? Oh yeah, I'm not participating. I'm not doing any IEOs. I don't think it's worth going through the whole. I think they're verification traps. That's how I look at them. Like they're just doing that to get your information and stuff. Even block trades killed me last night, yo. Cause I went to sell my Steem. I was gonna sell my Steem. And they had this. Now this for the longest time you could use this thing and not have to register. Now you have to register. Day limit 1750. So I was like, well, fuck it, just use Binance. Yeah, it's a pain, man. It's just something about it, man. It's invasive. But I get it though. But at the same time, man. Still on the credits, there's up to 1,000. Yeah, but I haven't. Or I don't know, maybe it's because it's some reason why I can't do it, but I am on Binance. So maybe I can do. I just haven't tried. But I thought you had to go through something else. But shit, I may have already registered a Binance because I got some pretty nice limits on Binance. How much BAT have you accumulated? You know, I can't even check. I'm on the wrong. I'm on the wrong computer. I still haven't really figured this thing out yet. Like I haven't really dug into BAT yet, but I'm using the browser. All these people calling for more regulations are messing things up for everybody. Yeah, it's gonna dump. You know, it might pump for a little while. It's really a gamble. You can stay in. I'm in a super chat. Oh, appreciate that, man. When was that? Okay, he probably still here. 2 bond for OMG. Damn, I'm bad. I had my window scrolled down so I couldn't see it. Let's see. OMG. Let's see. XRP Brotherhood. 65. Appreciate. Oh, 10. I didn't even realize how much that was. Appreciate it, man. All right, OMG looking good. It hasn't topped out. It hasn't broke its high yet, though. You know, so it hasn't officially went up. You know, that's how I like looking at it sometimes. Like higher lows and higher highs. Like, is it going up yet? No, it's not, because it hasn't even got past these two. It's got past this one, but it hasn't gotten past this one. You know, it's like the most recent high. I mean, you could say that one, but I mean, that was a test. When it got here, it had to break there. And now it's looking good. It's broke these. It broke these. How many highs can it take out? It's really quite elementary. Wait a minute, let me scroll up. Yeah, div power. Div power, it's basically your share of the reward pool, or your chunk of the, no. 60, I guess it's this. Or whatever this, however this gets split up, it's your percent of this. Maybe it is your percent of this. Nah, not 0.03. Nah. Will Zilliqa be any good? I have some. It's not looking as strong as the others. Versus Bitcoin. You know what? I don't like, you know, another reason why I don't look at USD, because USD, they're all so different. It's so many different, the chart is so different for all of them. So I don't like looking at it. For Bitcoin, it's usually, you know, that's why it's the store of value. Like, it's so much easier to trade versus Bitcoin than looking at the USD. And it tells you like, well, shit, you should have just been holding Bitcoin. And that's how you know if you're winning or losing. I mean, because Bitcoin is the main, I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's the first one. If Bitcoin goes anywhere, this whole shit is fucked anyway. You know what I'm saying? So Bitcoin is the main one, obviously. You know, if it doesn't succeed, then none of them are going to succeed, because Bitcoin is the main source of the code, you know? So anyway, I'm ranting. Zilliqa doesn't look as strong, but it looked strong the other day though. So I mean, it's looking okay, but it's not. It still got a little bit more time. Yeah, this one's going to need more time. That's all. Can't believe I sold my bag B&B. Yeah, I don't have much B&B. I sold mine too. Yeah, this B&B is gonna be the one of the ones where it should have been like, duh, niggas, hold that shit. Like, so obvious, but it had never went up, so that's how it is, man. You can't really catch them unless you just hodl, you know? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just hold all these shits. My bad. Yeah. So it's gonna just probably keep going up. You know, I was gonna, but I wasn't watching USD, you know? So my signal would have been to pull back to this high right here. If I was out there in the field, you know, trying to trade, that's how I would have played this one. You know, I would have waited to the high, and that's why I don't really be talking about stuff, because I don't do it. But I would have waited till the high, right? And it broke out, I would have said, if pull back to the high, I'm gonna buy some, you know. And this would have been scary as fuck, because I would have bought right here. And I was like, ah. But you hold on, and now we just, all right, holding. I'm in the profit. As long as it don't drop below here. You know, then you put like a stop loss, maybe like below below here. Now you probably put a stop loss. I'll probably put a stop loss right here. Because I'll just take this L that I was gonna take anyway. Or you can just ride the stops up like this. Anywho, gems. Let's see where we at. Could you analyze bat? I don't know, man. Y'all ain't sending me super chats. Shout out to Matthew and Thomas. Saying thank you for the information. I looked at ONG. Nano and Neo. I still got both of those. Yeah, you can't get, if you, like, well, you sound like you were probably in the community, trying to be in the community, you know? That's a surefire way to get weak hands, being in the community or something, and seeing the shit show. So it's best to not even get involved with that stuff. I like what Ether's doing. Yeah, I got. Luckily, Ether is a fair size of my portfolio. %, BNB for over a year. Nice. I don't stop loss. I take my L's whole. What's up, Nate? Neo. I just looked at Neo, didn't I? Maybe I did look at Neo. Yeah, I looked at Neo. Neo is looking good. Let's look at some others. Let's see. I'm gonna look at iOS. I mean iOS. Well, I'm gonna look at iOS T too. Let's look at that first. Oh yeah, iOS T looking good. Look at all these highs. It's all the way up to this one. Cross. Sewing the cross. That's a good one. This is really good. This is really good, actually. This is really good. When did this happen? Nice. Nice. Look at the W. This is, I mean, I'm not just saying that. I know it might seem like it, but no. I am saying this. Anybody that's looking at this is going to say that IOTA looks good. It's just got to, have a nice rest of the day. Because it could, but it's making some higher. It's got some support. IOTA is another one I want to look at. I've been hearing this word. Isn't it IOTA or something? Yeah. I have some of this. Oh, that's IOTA that I was looking at. Hold on. Am I tripping? Oh yeah, I was. That's IOTA. I have some of that. Okay, so we just look at this. Let's look at IOSC. IOTA looks really good. So that was IOTA chart. So yeah, if this pulls back, if you don't have any, you could buy some right now. This looks, good here. And see if it holds this area. And if it doesn't hold this area, it might start rolling over to test this one. So basically, first agenda is stay above this support right here. In this area, stay above here. Stay above the line. IOTA. Yeah. Hold up. BSV pump because of fake, yeah. At 47. You sold at 45. Oh, this looks good too, man. This looks very good. It's got a cross. It's getting away from the moving average. I bet it would look good on the weekly too if it had enough candles. But it doesn't. All it needs to do is break, start coming up in here. And it doesn't have much else to fight. It doesn't. I mean, maybe you could probably go back on some other charts. Let's see. But if I'm looking at Binance, I'm like, oh, this junk about to take off. But it's an older chart. So what's this? Oh, that's BTC. Where would they have USD at? G Fuel. I don't know, man. My shit's freezing. I've had IOTA. I've bought and sold IOTA plenty of times. I just started buying it I just bought it. I probably bought it up here when I thought we was coming off the lows here. Where I was like, I'm gonna buy a little bit of all that when I started doing 200. So I bought a little bit, so I'm probably down on this a little bit. But I think the upside potential was so great that I don't give a fuck, That's what I'm saying. Like, for right now, I look stupid, But it's a hodl challenge. I'm just getting the best prices. Why my shit froze, man? Fuck it. But yeah. T-Fuel. This is young. I don't know much about it. I don't know much about Theta. I probably should though, because it has DApps. This is the fuel. But from my experience though, is this getting produced by Theta? Or like, is it like is it like ONT gas, ONG? Because if it is, I'm not gonna mess with it. Because I never had a good experience with that type of setup, where you have to have a whole nother coin. So this becomes the main coin. Like Theta, what does Theta do? Yeah, it's like gas. That's what I'm saying. So when I'm on a DApp and I'm clicking around, I have to use this to click around. Yeah, that doesn't work, man. This model doesn't work. Cause you're like, well shit, I can't do nothing. Cause I don't want to spend it. Yeah, this shit doesn't work, man. I tried it. Like that's why you have to really be. That's why a lot of the knowledge comes from actually using the stuff. Because once you use it, you're like, oh no, this doesn't work. Because when you're on a DApp and if you got to spin this to interact on the blockchain, no. Who wants to spend money to everything they do? This is a podcast. All right, so Theta, well, anyway, I look at it, Theta, it's bearish until it gets the cross back. This is 60 minute, because the daily is, yeah, can't look at it. That's, yeah. If that's what, I mean, I could be completely wrong, but that's how ONT, ontology works. When you try to use a DApp, you gotta have, or something like that. To send something, you have to have, to send your Theta, you have to burn T-Fuel. You have to have T-Fuel to send your coins around or something like that. I got it on my other computer. I would demonstrate, but it's not on this browser. This coins watch will be Cardano got testnet. Oh yeah, well this is gonna take off then. But they late, you know? It's like, hey, welcome to the party. But you know, yeah, Cardano might be big, you know, because it's a lot of people that's interested in Cardano. So that's part of the reason why Tron dApps took off so well, because they had a huge community. Appreciate that, Thomas. What do you think about PF? Or think of Tezos? I like the concept, but haven't jumped in yet. I have no idea. I mean, I know what Tezos is, but I haven't looked into what it is. But yeah, Cardano has a huge community. So that could be something. Let's look at Tezos. For one, I can never find the thing. See, that's things you gotta think of when you, here it is right here. XTZ. I can never get it. When you name your shit, it's a ticker no one can remember. I'm not gonna be able to keep up with it. Let's see. BTC. This doesn't look too good. Or at least not down here, it doesn't. It keeps on testing this this area down here. It's spending too much time down here. You should be up here, buddy. It's below this area. It's down this area. Negative, cross. So yeah, it needs to go up, or it's gonna come down to down here. No, I don't know what the project is though. It's an ugly chart. Can you stake Cardano? I don't know. I feel like Cardano is going to be one of those ones that I wish I would have had more of. That I had this whole time, but I just never really. Well, people are saying that he's ass. That guy, Hopkinson, Hostinson. I don't know how you say it. And Hostis, I don't know. Hostinson. I haven't heard his name in a while, so I can't remember it. But they say he's ass. Like, he's not good. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Or he's selfish or something like that because he left Ethereum. He's like a little brat or something like that. So they're always going to be hating on the other dev, the other, whatever he is. People's going to always bash the main guy. Coin burn, Tron coin burn would be crazy. That would be dope. Is there anywhere that it says that it's gonna be a coin burn? Where did you hear about that at? Let me type in TRX coin burn. Nothing recently. That'd be dope though. I'm trying to think of something else to look at. That's pretty much everything I'm interested in. Let's see. Let's look at hot. Hot looks good. It's recovering good. I don't expect it to go straight up through here though. Probably move sideways for a while and then start coming back over. And if it can hold, it could do something. Same thing with BTT. I don't think BTT, I'm getting kind of FOMO-y on BTT, but I think it's going to roll over too and test. I don't think it's going to go straight up. I should, probably sell them. Perfect time for a burn. Yeah. That would be crazy, man. Because it doesn't really matter what amount they're going to, it matters what amount, but they're not going to burn like, 1,000. They're going to burn millions, So, it's going to pump, especially from where it is now. So if they announce a coin burn with the chart looking like it is now, that's USD, looks great, new high. You know, when I saw it going to 3, I was like, yo, this shit going to 5 cents. Cause I mean, after 3 cents, what else? After 5 cents. And that's not even that far from where it's been. It's gonna be like, oh shit, this thing gonna be $1. He would burn some crazy amount too. He burned like, 49% of the coins or some shit. Tron would be burning 97% of the supply. Oh shit. That's some Justin Sun shit right there. Nia doing a big upgrade too. June, that might also push. Yeah, everybody's doing upgrades and stuff. It's a good time to do it. That's how they pump it, man. They say, oh yeah, while this whole bear run been going on, this is what we've been working on in the background. And they release it and it's like some dope shit. Yeah. Speaking of IGG, I mean, I'm not really, let me go to Tron Trade price. Like, this coin on Tron, IGG, I'm gonna go to Tron Market. CRX.market. They have this freeze right now that they just started doing where people send their IGG, right? Let's see, IGG, let's see, Galaxy. I'm trying to find the website, Intergalactic Gaming. So, it's for gamers, right? And I follow them on Twitter on and off, but they're like in these gaming tournaments and stuff. And they out there really doing shit, man. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Out of all these tokens on here, they really got something going on. And the chart is forever going down. And they just, and you basically you freeze them and you get these orb tokens. You get these other tokens. It's like I guess you would call it a dividend, but they're not calling it that. I'm signed up, but I'm not gonna sign in right now. But this is, what is this? It's all right.
Greetings, Galacticans. We are the Tronics. For years now, we have been researching ways to create a sustainable ecosystem for all life forms. And thanks to advancements in our technology, we have found a solution. We have selected you, the Galacticans, to help build and preserve a new galaxy founded upon the principles of community and reward. You're about to land at the new planet Galactica, where we have set the foundations to some of our most innovative technology yet. Upon your arrival, you will see the orbital our Tronibots have installed. The orbital absorbs light energy emitted from the central red star, Crimson,
So it's like some game. It's basically for gamers, right? And how I get out of here? Yeah, I'm gonna buy some. I'm gonna buy some. I bought a little bit. I mean, this isn't a huge amount, and I'm gonna just freeze them on there. So, just in case this shit turns out to be like the worldwide leader in e-gaming sports, just in case. No, I'm just chill. I like this channel because I'm not pressured on this channel. It's just, I talk about whatever. I talk about what I really care about, and I look at some charts. but it's no pressure. And my main channel is like pressure. I don't like the vibe of that shit sometimes. Yeah, I end up meeting with Truce. Nah, that nigga, I don't know what's going on with that nigga, man. What happened? What you mean, what happened? Anyway. Hold up. Okay, high five.